Probably a good month or maybe even 2 months or maybe next spring to the trails melting. The new Rocky Mountain Solo Cyclocross. Tips and tricks on this one this year just to keep riding for one more season. Well, as I walk through the bike, we'll get into this in the next month or so. Throughout the month until we can get mountain biking. Yo, yo, yo. New setup today. And welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. It's first week of April, and it's time to get riding in Kananaskis again. So going for a ride today, gonna do a little bit of probably about 10 or 12K up the highway and then burn off on some side roads up Ings Mine Road and just see how much snow is in there. Guess it snowed about 10 centimeters this week, so we'll see how it's going. And in the meantime, the Solo is back. And so we're probably a good month or maybe even 2 months away from most of the trails melting, so to get on the mountain bike. And so what I'm gonna do is get back into making some videos and start off with you guys talking about my cyclocross conversion, because a lot of people like me ordered bikes that didn't show up this year, and so I should have for the fall or maybe next spring the new Rocky Mountain Solo Cyclocross. It's coming out in carbon for the first time, which will be awesome. But did a few tips and tricks on this one this year just to keep riding for one more season. And so we'll start whipping up some videos, go for some rides, and get back into it. What is happening on the old bike? And so this bike I picked up in 2016, and I've just been making it into a gravel bike. And so here's a few things we're going to talk about as I walk through the bike. We'll get into this in the next month or so. First things first, Wolf Tooth conversion kit. I put a dropper in here to get the original derailleur down so I could add an 11x36 ring and have some more climbing. Next thing, of course, the Pathfinders. We talked about this last year. I finally have a matching set of Pathfinder Pros, which will be cool to do just about everything, including commuting. And if you spotted this funky thing, even dropped in RockShox external reverb 100mm post, which is lots of fun for getting into some trails. Apodura kit. This is my new kit for this year for gear. We'll get into that. And then up front here, you can't tell because the bars look the same, but these are the S-Works carbon shallow bars. So it went a little bit wider, and we'll talk about more about that later. And last but not least, the long-awaited quad lock. So I ride with my phone, mostly for commuting, but the quad lock is here, so we'll do a full rundown on that. And that should be good to fill up a month until we can get mountain biking. Let's go for a ride. Let's get out there. Whew. Just made it to the crest of the first decent climb. Just about at the fork where Ings Mine, where the second pump station is. That first climb is about 1 kilometer. Thank God I had the 36 ring. First decent climb of the season. But there's a much bigger climb coming, so just taking a minute here and check out this view. So good. Haven't seen a biker yet either. Only passed, I think, 3 or 4 hikers. Got the place to myself. Let's go bomb down this hill. I was supposed to make that last turn. That was a blast. That was a quick descent, but it just hit 50 on the gravel. Pathfinders for the win. So I'm about 17K in. A little bit of a climb, but so far so dry. There's not a ton of snow here. When I go up this pass though, there's a pretty good valley descent and then a steeper climb that's in the shade. So we'll see if that's ice or not. And see how far we're 17K, about an hour in. And yeah, that's gonna maybe make the longest ride of the year once I get back to the car. Let's go check it out. While we're at it, actually, a couple of cool things about the setup. Swap out for the bars. The S-Works went out to a 44. So much better. My stance, I've got a wide shoulder, so the stance is so much better. They're the short throw, but I'm running the SRAMs, and they have really long hoods. So with the short bar actually is a pretty good pairing. One thing I'll probably mess with is maybe give myself a little bit of upward swing on the bar, just so when I'm climbing, I'm just in a better climbing position. And then saddle, still messing with the Specialized Power Pro. Carbon is nice because it's nice and light and seems to be bomb proof. I have the same one on my mountain bike. But now that I've actually put the dropper in, my max riding position, I've actually lowered it a little bit. So I need to mess around with my saddle and just get my fitting right. But early season trials, so far so good. Yikes. Listen to those brakes. So kilometer 20 from the park gate. I think it's about 10, maybe 9 or 10 kilometers in from Ings Mine Road. Road turns to snow. Now the only good thing about climbing 3 kilometers, I've got a 3-kilometer descent on the way back.
Drop it.
Oh dude, my thighs are ready for a break. Oh, I don't know if you could tell, I wasn't going much over 20 on that descent because the road is so soft, it's like quicksand. My front tire is just sinking into the gravel. Whew, this bottom part's gonna be way faster. Oh, thank God, my thigh's burning. Whew. Better than climbing though. Whew. Made it. Oops, forgot to put the mud lid on. Oh. Thanks, Podium. That's why you ride with the mud cap. It's hilarious. All right, fast descent now. Let's do it. Now the quick part. Yeah, that was a blast. So much better. Having the dropper is so good too on those descents. I put it down probably halfway, not the whole way down. And the Apidura saddlebag doesn't get in the way at all. I actually forgot I even had it on there. One more pitch, let's go. All right, tail the tape quick, I'm gonna look at the numbers. All right, that last climb, 3K climb was about 30 minutes. And the way down, I think I pushed about 5 minutes. That was awesome. Whew. Little climb to get back over to the hump, to the highway again. But just thinking about this, you know, it's not quite season for mountain biking.
went for a bike ride in the valley last week and it was so muddy and too much snow. But these gravel roads on a cyclocross bike, or if you got a gravel bike, it's so awesome because it definitely tests your limits. You know, like my biggest ring on here is a 36 compared to my mountain bike got a 52. And so you gotta work yourself on the climbs, sometimes even do a hike bike. And then on the descent, you just hold on to your shit. It's so crazy because it's like biking back in the days when I was a kid and there was no such thing as suspension. Wild. That was so cool. All right, let's get over this hump.
And that is that. Woo. So started at Park Gate, rode down to Ings Mine, rode in almost to the summit, just got blocked by snow once I went over the summit. And then turned back. The descent was pretty hairy. The first couple of pitches were just like quicksand, like just wet gravel. And then the bottom was super fast and fun. Definitely recommend it. And then out to Elbow Falls and then all the way back 45k. So that's a good ride. Ah, man, great to be back out. Watch for more videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon. So a reminder to self, next time your hands get hot on a muddy road, don't tie your gloves to the back of your seat.